Alright guys, hello. I am here at the first ever GenCon demo that we're getting, and it's Star Wars Armada. We're here with James. James, good to see you, man.
Good to see you again.
There's Zach, of course. You guys know Zach. And we're going to take a look at how this game plays out. Now, James is one of the lead designers. You and Christian Peterson are the official names on this thing.
Correct.
And you've done a lot of work with X-Wing as well. I know that was kind of your baby. So tell us everything we need to know about Armada.
All right. Well, Armada is obviously a two-player miniatures game. It is X-Wing to the next level, essentially. It's very distinct from X-Wing in that it is a more complex, full-blooded miniatures game. Like you will not mistake this for X-Wing.
It's not a dogfight game.
Exactly. This is not about dogfight.
And no X-Wing ships will be involved on this board, basically. So we can't
Right.
we're not going into.
Yep. Exactly.
I see.
Anything you see in X-Wing is going to be tiny in here.
Okay.
So the gist is you have, and there's some helps printed over here.
Sure.
There are essentially three phases to the game. You plan commands, which are planned on these command cups.
All right.
Okay.
Little dials.
And then, yep. And we'll skip that for the first round just so you can get into it.
No planning, Zach.
Right.
Just action.
I'm not planning. I plan nothing.
And once everyone's planned their commands, you switch to the ship phase where all of the capital ships will move.
Okay.
And attack as well. And they attack first and then move, which is the big difference from X-Wing.
Nice.
All the X-Wing players have a lot of trouble learning to switch, but once they do, they love it. After all the capital ships have gone, then the fighter squadrons go. And then
There's no like pilot skill or anything.
right, there's no pilot skill.
Okay.
No concern
How
of
does it
order.
determine who moves first?
By initiative determines which player goes first,
Okay.
and if it's your turn to move a ship, you just choose a ship to activate.
So you each go one ship at a time until
Yep.
you're done.
Exactly.
Okay, awesome.
Yep. So for this game, we'll say the Rebels have initiative.
Yeah, they do.
Boo.
So that means you get the initiative token.
All right. Thank you.
So you choose one of your ships to activate. Any one of your capital ships.
Let's activate the Nebulon B.
Okay. So normally you would flip up your command cup.
All right.
We'll
So I'm
skip
just gonna
that
pretend
one.
that I've done that.
Sure.
So these are the four options that I can choose, right?
Exactly.
And I see them listed here. Okay,
Yep,
but we're
there are
not.
4 commands.
We're not there.
We'll resolve those next round just so we can get through the basics first.
Okay.
So first, after you revealed, you would deal with your command. Then you would attack. Capital ships perform up to 2 attacks, 1 from each hull zone. You'll see that each ship token has 4 hull zones. It is both a zone and a firing arc.
So you get 2 attacks from any of the 4.
Exactly.
And you can't do 2 from the same one.
Exactly. Yep.
Unless maybe you had a special
Unless
ship.
you have a special upgrade card. Yep. So the range is determined with a range ruler, of course.
Beautiful.
Here's the bottom, here's the top.
This looks familiar.
Beautiful.
Doesn't it?
Beautiful.
So you, just like an X-Wing, it's closest point to closest point within your firing arc. And obviously no one's in your firing arc right now, or in range right now. So you'll skip your attacks, and you'll move.
Okay.
So starting speed
Yeah,
for everyone here is speed 2.
Okay.
You're doing your Nebulon B.
Is that what this is?
Yes, that's the
Determine
speed
speed?
dial.
Okay.
Exactly.
Tiny it down.
The speed dial, or your speed,
I love this so much.
tells you which column to use on your speed chart.
Yeah.
So this is your speed chart.
All right. So
At speed 2, you can click. You'll see the boxes actually line up with the joints. So the first joint you can click once because you have a 1 there. And the second one you can click once.
So I can click them in any direction that I want.
direction, yep.
So I can do, like, is that one click and
That's
like
one.
that's
click,
one click.
And that's one click. Yep.
That's so cool.
So there's your
That's
course.
so cool.
So
I can't handle
now
how cool
is
that
this a
is.
course that I follow then?
Yes.
So, okay,
you'll notice
show me-
you have these points.
Yeah.
These
It
guides.
wraps around your thing.
So you're going to slide the guide into.
Can you do that on either side?
You can do it on either side, as long as you don't overlap the tool when you place.
But I mean, you could, like,
at the
do
final
this
end.
or
Yep,
this?
Exactly.
Nice.
I'm gonna slightly alter your course just so.
Yeah, alter my
so
course.
your camera can see it on this side. Course correction.
Been
So
corrected, so-
you slide it into the guides that are there,
Okay. So
and
now
then
where is that going to end up?
and then you would just pick it up and move it to the other side.
All right.
So, oh no, I'm sorry, you did it. You had the right side.
Nice.
So slide it in.
So you move it to
And click it to 2.
the side,
Okay.
to 2.
Because I had
Simple
2
as
clicks,
that,
2 things ahead.
There you go.
And this is, so tell me about this dial a little bit. So you guys were designing this, and the idea is, right, this is a large ship, it's space. Those 2 things are very confusing for
Right.
physics. So you're trying to basically calculate kind of the drift and things moving around as they're trying to put thrusters on and things like
Right,
that.
because it's not dogfighting, obviously.
Right,
They shouldn't be
yeah.
turning on a dime. The CR-90 is probably one of the faster ships in the game, the
Yeah.
most agile since it's nice and small and has huge engines. and even it still has some degree of complexity in actually maneuvering around a battlefield. So
Yeah.
This gives you a sense of course and a sense of weight, of inertia.
Excellent. All right, I'm in. I'm
in. All right.
Tell me more.
What happens next?
So that's the end of his ship's activation.
Okay.
Now choose one of your
Now,
ships.
I'm going to choose this guy.
All right.
And so I have they're kind of slow. They're huge.
Right.
So I can't click the first one.
Can't even click the first.
But then I'll click the second one.
Exactly.
Let's just say I did this. Because I'm going to come around.
James, this
there.
makes so much sense.
And
Wait.
you'll be
That's first and
overlapping,
second.
so you want to place the.
Place it on the other side.
I got you.
Can't overlap.
So you got to be
Zach?
fancy
Correct.
there. All right.
Just so you have an
now
accurate.
he's
Yeah.
going to end up right here.
Yep.
And if he couldn't end up right there, what happens?
Like if you had
DQ'd,
collided
right?
with a
Like,
third
let's say
ship
there
or
was
something.
another ship or a squadron right there.
If squadrons are in the way, you just move them out of the way. Your opponent chooses where they go adjacent to your ship.
If it's my squadron, what is his squadron?
It's regardless of who owns
The
it, it's who
opponent?
moved it.
Okay.
Who moved the
Okay,
ship.
so the capital ship
Oh,
moves
cool.
there. And obviously
So-
I couldn't shoot before I moved. He was too far away.
Exactly. Yep. So this is a victory class Star Destroyer.
Well, I'm not scared of it.
Right.
Surely this Nebulon B can take it out, right? This is no
I
problem.
think that's exactly how it's going to work.
So that's your activation. Now it's back to you.
We go
So
back
you
to
can
me?
Choose another one of your ships.
So
And-
you can't activate that ship again.
Right. And you know it's been activated because you flipped up that command.
Oh, right. Okay.
So it's just sitting there.
So it's sitting there on the thing.
So you do one of these a turn.
One of them on the turn.
Well, I want to. So can I activate my fighter squad?
If you reveal a squadron command, you can.
Oh.
Otherwise, if you didn't, they all move during the squadron phase.
Oh, so you can
After
do a
the
little.
big ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone activates. There's no concern of like who didn't and did activate this turn, and let's all turn flags or anything like that.
So let's move the Corvette. That seems
Okay.
reasonable, right? And so you said it's 2. It starts at 2, right?
Yep.
And so I can do 1 click on the 1.
Yep.
Let's do that, and then 2 clicks on the 2.
Yep. That's
I just want to go extreme here.
Sure.
See what that looks
Feel
like.
the system out.
So it's
Can I do it like this? Is the question.
That's bizarre.
And then I come right here.
Yep. And make sure the guide is in the second one. Yep.
Perfect. Ah, who's laughing now, victory class?
I'll bring it on, baby. Coming in hot.
All right, so that's a Corvette. I've
you go.
successfully
Hey, how
moved.
big is the plane surface?
This is a tournament size game. 3 by 6.
Oh, you're making my heart sing right here. That is
I'm
excellent.
just picturing like so many Star Destroyers. It's awesome. Okay. All right.
So,
I have no more ships.
Okay.
Well, unless
So,
we go over here as well.
Are you okay with just playing?
Yeah, we'll just play
we'll
this little
just
one
to
out.
get an
Yeah.
idea.
Cool.
We'll move a lot faster.
Exactly. So that's the end of the ship phase then, since all the ships have gone. Now it's the squadron phase.
All
Squadrons
right.
are really simple. You can move using the range ruler. The other side of the range ruler is the distance.
Oh my
I
goodness.
see.
So-
Yeah.
This gives you your fighter distance. Each fighter
Does this just have to touch
has
the
a
base?
speed, which is the yellow number.
Nice.
And
That's their max speed.
That's their max speed. So you can't pass that line.
And when
So-
you move, can you position them to face any direction you want, or?
Yep, there's no firing arc with a fighter. They just
just
have
360
radial.
out?
They have radial firing
Okay,
arcs.
so you
radial
really here you're focused way less on the dogfight and way more just on the strategic placement,
Exactly.
and big concepts
Yep.
of battle.
Screening against other capital ships or
Absolutely.
fighters, things like that. So you have initiative. So
Hey,
you get to activate.
I'm
first.
gonna go for it.
You activate 2 squadrons at a time.
All right, so I'm looking at my X-Wing squadron over here, and I've got 3 movement, it looks like.
Yep.
Hey, watch out! I've got Hal running.
So surely it's nothing but a good idea to come after this victory class. I can't imagine that going poorly.
Blow it up, dude.
Yeah, let's get it.
How big are you guys eventually gonna go?
All depends on how popular it is.
An ISD would be about the size of like this table, right?
If it was in scale, yeah. We have relative scale.
Okay.
Because obviously no one wants to spend $400 on it.
So I activated
one.
2. Yeah? Some of us might.
So do these move first and shoot second,
table size,
like unlike these, or
During the squadron phase, they move or attack.
Oh.
Only when you activate with a capital ship that
All
they
right.
move and attack.
Yeah, we're cool. We're
and
cool.
is their range 3 as well?
Their range is actually, because they have small, short-range weapons, it's entirely range 1. So
Awesome.
You've seen that you have sections on your capital ships
Yeah.
that indicate how many dice you have from each zone.
Mm-hmm.
Dice color is both damage output, accuracy, and range. So if you can shoot with red dice, like this guy can, you can shoot
Oh my
up to
gosh.
the full range out here, because there's
Oh,
red
and
dice
that's red
in
and
each
blue.
range. Right.
You're blowing my mind
And
here,
then this red,
James.
blue, and black if they're really close. Now,
Exactly.
can you talk about these dice for me really quick?
Yes, yes. So Why don't we
before we
skip?
attack?
Why don't we skip right ahead to?
Yeah, let's launch some attacks.
All right, so I'm going to move my fighters, and they can move up to 4 because
Up
of their
to
speed.
4. Yep. Speed 4.
All right. That's
And they're going to get aced.
And I can move 2 of them?
Yep.
This
And
looked
he
like,
has none left, so you can move all of them.
looked like an ambitious 4, didn't it? So
It is pretty ambitious.
so in the fighter phase, I move 2, he moves 2, I move 2 until we've used
Exactly.
all of our fighters.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm so following. I'm with it.
So that's the end of the round. Now we're on to. We're back to the ship. Now we're on to the planning phase.
Okay.
So we skipped commands the first time around, but let's talk about them now. Since
Yeah.
There are 4 commands. You have your command is selected by the half moon shape.
The
that's in
arrow.
center
Yeah,
here.
okay.
So this one is concentrate fire. Lets you roll extra dice when you attack. You have the squadron command, which lets you activate squadrons, obviously.
During the big
During
ship
the
phase.
ship phase, yep. You have the navigate command, which lets you change your speed and do extra clicks on the maneuver wand. And repair lets you recover shields and hull damage.
Okay, sweet.
So the way planning works, you have command value 1, 2, or 3.
Okay.
That's how many commands have to be plotted by the end of the planning phase.
I see.
So I plot 3 of these at a time.
You had two down already from the previous round, so
Okay.
you'll only plot 1 new one each round
And when do I plot those 3 initially?
at the start of the game.
So I plot 3.
That's
and then
amazing.
I'll use 1.
Yep.
And then at the start of the round, I'll plan another and put it on the
And you
bottom.
put it on the bottom.
And it-
Exactly. Yeah.
So you have to kind of plan. At this point, my
You don't-
command is 3, so I've planned 3 ahead the whole game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So you might hit that repair shields one at the perfect moment, or it might be completely useless.
Right.
Yeah, he may be
So-
And I might know you're doing shields, so I'm not even attack
Exactly.
you.
He's got weaker ships, but they have much more flexibility. Because
Yeah.
your CR90 has a command of 1. You're like an excellent ship.
I can do
You plan-
anything that I want.
That's really cool.
At any time.
So the lower your command is, the faster you can kind of react.
Exactly. Yep. So go ahead and plot a command.
Let's plot a command for the CR, and so for the CR90, this one's going to come in next turn.
Yep. So for the CR90, it will be for this turn.
Okay, we'll do this turn. Oh, that's right, because of one
so you
command.
plot a command, and then we're going to reveal a new one?
When your initiative
I did.
actually remains with one player the entire time, because there's actually an objective system that plays into it.
Yeah, alternate win conditions, right?
Point scoring condition.
Yeah.
Yep.
All these things you're saying are great. All right, so I plotted the Corvette. Do you want me to go and just lock 2 in here for the Nebulon as
Sure,
well
sure.
while we're there?
We'll say you plan the other one.
I'm just gonna do a little bit of everything to see what we're working with here.
These Star
okay.
Destroyers blow my mind.
All right, this is going to bamboozle Zach like you've never seen. Done and done.
Kick him out. Kick him out.
Done and done.
Shut that out.
So,
Magic Lantern yet?
so planning phase is done. Back to the ship phase. So you still have initiative.
Nice camera.
You
All right.
activate one of your capital ships.
I'm gonna do it.
Let's go, baby.
I'm gonna activate the Corvette.
Okay.
So unlike X-Wing, right? I don't have to plan my movement at all.
Correct.
I just do it in response to what I see on the map.
Exactly.
I'm gonna concentrate fire.
Okay, you're concentrating fire. So you're gonna put the reveal dial next to your ship as a reminder.
Okay.
He's been spent.
I've concentrated,
All right. So
So you shoot first.
so yes, attacking happens first. So
and that's
go
gonna be
ahead.
this guy. Yeah.
I
so
actually
yes.
want to grab the
I'm gonna
You
try
know
to
what I'm not
ace
seeing
those
here? That's
squadrons.
defense dice.
You're correct. There are no defense dice in this.
There are no defense dice, Zach.
all of our boots set up.
I like that.
We'll get to that.
Aggressive
That are
person.
right on our.
So from your from your CR90, you can measure range here.
I was hoping I had him in
Firing
one.
Only red dice.
Just barely clips him on the front.
So where are you measuring from over here?
So I'm measuring from the firing arc. I'm extending this line.
Okay, because you're shooting from that
And then from
side.
closest point on that firing arc.
It wasn't bad.
So I've got him in one, is what you're telling me.
Yep. From your side, you have him to his front, and from your front, it's the same line, so you'll also be able to shoot him.
Okay. And now, can I ace these little guys at all?
You can shoot them as well. Yes.
Do I want to do that?
That all depends on you. You can attack one capital ship per attack, or
Okay.
all enemy squadrons that are within one.
That seems okay.
I want to do that. I want as much destruction as
Alright.
possible here.
So, against squadrons, your attack value is this slot over here.
Okay,
So
so-
you roll 2 blue dice against it.
2 blue dice. And so squadrons, you can only ever attack at range 1.
Like it's a dumb thing.
Squadrons themselves attack at range 1 because they use
Yeah,
this side
they all
and
short
all
range.
of the dice are at 1.
Okay.
But against squadrons, you're just using blue dice. So
Okay.
You go up to 2.
I'm using blue
You have
dice.
range on all of these guys. and from your side, you can hit all three of them. So we'll go ahead and say this is from your side.
It's from my side. All right, this guy. Look, you've got a little guy on there.
This
a
is
little
Howler.
face. Oh, it's Howler.
This is
Even
unique.
better. And this one needs to die
So
quickly.
let's attack a normal one first.
Okay, attack a normal one. We're gonna attack this guy. What am I looking for here? What kind of good luck?
Hits are this symbol against.
All right, so this is a hit.
Yep. These are against squadrons. This symbol is the critical hit symbol. It only matters when ships attack ships.
Okay.
Otherwise, this
looking
is
for
this
the hit.
is there.
Now,
Yep.
does that still count as a hit against big ships?
Yes. Yep.
I like that you've changed now where a ship is only a capital ship. It's like those TIE
Yes.
fighters, those aren't ships.
Those aren't ships.
Those are just
little flies.
All right, so we'll go here to here,
Okay.
and we'll roll some dice.
So one hit to track health. You actually just turn these dials. So
It's like the tangent is small enough to fit in the cargo bay.
Which one
health is
changed?
Okay, the arrow. The
There's a
arrow's
pointer
pointing to the
here.
two.
It started at 3.
Okay,
There's an arrow right there.
I see.
Okay.
Oh,
once
I
he gets-
see.
Once he gets down to
Very cool.
up to 3 or down to 0, he dies.
Down to 0.
All right, so then we can attack this guy as well.
Ah, this is brutal.
So he got one hit as well. You want to?
Ooh, what is this little symbol?
And you actually turn the token itself.
Right now the movement
It's way easier.
Yeah, right?
It's
That
much
plastic
easier
was
to
not
do that.
rotating?
Yeah. They don't move around when you do that. And then
And then Howrunner?
you can attack Outrunner.
All right, now why is Howrunner special? What's the?
She's a legend, so
I've heard
she,
that, yeah.
She actually has defense tokens, which is something that normally only ships have.
What up?
Eat hot lead,
So-
Zach. One hit.
You rolled one hit against Howrunner. Howrunner can spend this to have the damage rounded up, so 1 down to half, rounded back up is still 1.
Yeah, so if it was, yeah.
But this one just cancels all attack dice.
And once per game, they can be used.
You flip them over, and they refresh at the end of the round.
Oh,
Oh, well, I will
baby.
certainly use that.
Okay. So
Oh,
just flip it over
baby.
To the right side. Yep.
And then I
And
cancel it.
it's canceled.
Oh man, you're in trouble.
If you spend a red one, it's discarded for the whole game.
Okay.
So that defense is a resource management.
So you could, it's like, well, I'm gonna die anyway, so I'll spend my token.
Right.
And live
Nice.
another day. Yeah.
Or that attack was so powerful I just have it.
Okay.
So what does the concentrate fire command
So
do?
concentrate fire lets you add a die to an attack
Nice.
after you roll. So we'll go ahead and use it when you attack this capital ship.
Yeah, that sounds great. I
So
like that a lot.
From your front, you have 2 red and 1 blue. As we said, you're out of medium range, but at long range, you can still use your reds.
So I get 2 red
you'll roll
dice.
2 red.
2 red dice, and I can add a die for my concentrated
Yep.
fire.
You get to wait until after you roll.
Oh,
your
right.
initial pool.
Excellent. Ha! All right, let's roll these up.
All right. Oh,
I'm gonna add a die.
that's
force
unlucky.
is not
Okay.
strong with this one.
So you spin the dial, and you can add any die of a color that you already have in your pool.
Okay.
So
Nice.
with red, it's obviously just red. All right, you got it.
Eat hot lead.
Your victory has half damage, which again against one hit.
That was my plan.
That's redirect.
Oh, so
you
these
can-
come from this little box right here,
He
right?
attacked your front, so
I
you
can
have 3
redirect
shields
it.
on your front, but you could choose to take the damage instead on one of your sides.
I'm just gonna take it here.
Okay.
He's about to fly past me.
Right. There you go. And now you move because you've performed your
All right.
Good luck moving, dude.
Hey, I'm gonna.
So it's important to remember, the big ships bump the squadron.
Surprisingly enough,
If he lands on ships, I get to choose where the small guys get.
Exactly.
All right, CR90. 2. 1, 2. Now, how do I increase to 3 and 4? Is that maneuver?
It's the navigate command
Okay.
lets you go up or down by 1.
Ah, ooh, that's awesome.
All right, so I'm gonna do 1, 2. Let me think here.
Kevin does every one of
Yeah, we're just gonna be reckless here, Zach.
I'll show you how the slider
Hey man,
works.
you never know until you do it.
Now that I've told you that,
Make sure the front is in. You might actually run into your ship if you do that.
What happens
Can I
next?
come here, though, right?
No, because I'm sorry. Yes, you end up on the same side that you started.
Nice.
So you wanna put this ruler on this side.
Okay.
You have to do it.
Because otherwise you'll run into your ship.
Yeah, we don't want that. All right, so we're gonna bump this
Yeah,
guy.
and so he's just like an X-wing. Yeah, he would have been overlapped anyway. So.
So if you know it's gonna overlap, you can really just pick it up. That's
All
really
right.
nice.
So we're gonna roll right here.
But of course, like an X-wing, you can estimate whenever this is.
All right, and then he gets placed.
So you choose where it goes adjacent to the ship.
Hey.
So coordinated movement is very important.
Okay, so now it's my turn.
Now it's your turn.
Oh baby. I'm gonna go to the capital ship, obviously.
Okay.
So I chose whatever that is.
Navigate.
So I can click up or down by
Yep,
one.
You can increase your speed if you could, but
I
you
can't.
don't have that ability. So you could go down to 1 if you want.
But I shoot first.
You do shoot first.
So I'm going to shoot and see what happens.
Well, yes, correct.
I know what's gonna
You don't
happen.
have to spend it.
So
yet.
how many? I can shoot from 2 of my sides,
Right.
and then the dice is going to be determined by this.
Right.
All right. So I'm going to shoot from the front, and I'm going to shoot at this thing,
Okay.
which is going to be just that.
It's like range 3.
Range 3.
You got 3 red dice over there?
Long range, so he has 3 red and 3 black, but
From the front.
the black won't be usable at this range.
All right, so I roll 3 red. Coming in high.
Misses. Nothing but misses.
Oh,
baby!
Okay. That is the maximum possible roll. Very lucky.
Damn!
I'm done. I'm out of here.
So,
He just walks off.
luckily it's long range. So,
yeah.
look at your evade tokens over here, or your defense
that's 6
tokens.
damage.
That is 6 damage total. This is your redirect, so you can take some damage on your sides.
Okay.
This is
Man, I
evade.
rolled 6 on 3 dice.
It's range dependent. So at long range, it lets you just cancel a die outright. At medium range, it lets you reroll, and at close, it does nothing.
Can I use as many of these as I want?
You can use one of each type.
All right, well, I'm going to definitely cancel one of those dice.
Okay,
So just
pop
cancels
one.
it?
Yep, just
Yeah.
takes one of those out,
And
and
then
now you can redirect the damage to a different.
I feel like I'm going to redirect it
I
to my
would do
side
that.
or something. Yeah.
So he was attacking your front.
Yeah.
So you have 2 shields on your front, so you'll want to take at least 2 on one of your sides to prevent taking hull damage.
Oh, let's do 2 here. 2 on the backside.
So how exactly does a ship get destroyed?
So
Well, I'm very close to finding out, I feel like.
that each ship has a hull value. So it's this number over here.
So 8 total damage?
Yes. So once your shields are gone, if you start taking damage on a zone, you take damage cards.
Straight to the hall.
And you need
You
8
can
hull
take.
damage.
This is how many cards.
So you got to punch through the shields,
Yep.
and then you got to keep hitting them on that side
Right.
to force damage through.
Exactly.
That is so good.
Yeah.
It is so correct.
And
Okay.
so, and of course, there are critical damage, just like in X-Wing.
Yeah, yeah. That's
So you
a
have
big
to at
stack of
least
damage
do damage cards to be able to flip. Yeah, these the sleeves make it larger, but it's
So now we're
50.
getting a demo here. At some point this weekend, I'm going to interview you about these things.
Okay.
I'm really excited to ask more questions. I'm going to hold off right now.
Okay.
All right, so you've done your capital ship.
Yep.
That's fantastic. You want to
So
move?
that was your first attack. You
Oh,
have
yeah.
a second attack,
But I can't see
nothing
anything.
is in your arc. Yep.
So now I just move.
Right, so you have
I
a
can move
huge
up
front
or
arc,
down.
but you don't often get 2 attacks. So change your speed if you want.
You get 1 click. How's it feel being
I'm
slow,
going to go
Zach?
down to 1
Okay.
so that I can click once on, how I want to do it. So I'm going to click this way. And now I want to put it here or here to move to right there.
To go to, what speed are you going? 1?
1.
So yes, you'll want to put it on this side, because otherwise you'd overlap.
Can you just tip
And-
that guy over or something?
I got him.
You can do that if you like.
So then it goes to here or the back
Yep.
of the ship?
Just like that.
Okay. Right where I want to be.
Hey, just a little X-Wing squad there.
You spend that, and that's your activation. And now you've still got your nav B.
I do, and it's a secret. I'm going to navigate.
All right. So we put that next to here. You don't have to make any decision about spending it until you're moved.
We're going to attack first. Okay,
Alright.
so the first thing that I want to do is I want to attack him through my front arc there.
All right. So at long, this might be medium range.
Man, that'd be a blessing.
Nope. Get out of town.
Yeah, that's long.
Still long.
pick up my
As it
critical
turns
hits.
out, though, you're all red dice. So
Oh, look at that. Doesn't
long
even
range
matter.
is actually ideal for you.
All right,
He has no evade, so he gets no bonuses at long range.
let's do 3 red dice. Let's get 6 hits. What do you think about that?
Look at all them blanks.
Oh.
What is this guy?
This is the accuracy symbol.
Okay.
It lets you choose a defense token that he cannot spend.
Ah.
So he's doing one.
I'm only doing 1, right?
Yeah,
So
it's
the
only one.
half damage doesn't matter. So we'll let you. You can't spend one of
So I
those.
can't spend either of these or just this particular
Just
token?
one of them.
Just 1 token. So it won't
Okay,
matter
so right
too
now
much.
it doesn't
here.
matter that much, but it could matter a lot.
Exactly. All right,
Well, you
so
can't use the bottom one.
if you would like to spend your other one, your other redirect to redirect the damage to a side, you certainly can.
Yeah, I'll redirect her over here.
Sounds good.
Okay?
And then you flip over your redirect.
Got it.
And now I get to move, huh?
Yes.
And
You do have your second attack.
Oh, right.
It doesn't look like you have an arc on this guy again, but This guy might be
one of these squadrons. Now, is there any problems with my guys being here?
You'll be obstructed if you have to measure through another ship.
Okay, I'm definitely doing that.
But it's sweet.
I think it's going to be a range.
Looks like it's.
Zach's going to give medium to me on that.
Just
medium
barely.
because I want to see what happens.
So normally a NetB would roll 2 dice.
Yep.
You're obstructed, so you lose 1 die.
Tough day for the rebels
this
here.
right here is what you roll against squadron?
Exactly.
Every
So-
time,
and it's
regardless
used-
of.
Yep, and it's used for all hull zones.
So those are basically like your point laser
Yep. Yeah.
type.
turrets.
Yeah.
Point defense. All right, so you got 1 crit. A
Eat it.
crit is a miss against fighters.
Oh baby.
Yeah, that doesn't count against fighters.
Oh baby.
Some would say that's a bad thing.
Okay,
So-
but now I'm going to move,
Yep.
and I can go up 1
Yes, because you have.
because I maneuver.
Oh man,
go
you gotta do
up
something
or
wild
down
here.
by
Give me a
1.
3.
All right, so I can click nothing 1 2.
What happens when big ships collide again?
Let's do.
When big ships collide, they do the maneuver at the highest speed that they can complete, and then
I think
they
I just
both
kind of
take
want to
a
get out of
face
dodge.
down.
Excellent. Just straight up damage.
Yep.
So colliding could be a strategy.
It can be a strategy.
So also,
It's hard to pull off as a
I'm looking
particularly effective.
at the board and I'm switching up my maneuvers.
Your launch is going
I
to
have
get out
to
of
do that all
dodge.
before I lay the template down, right?
Essentially. You can put it down to test where you're going to go.
Okay. So you can like pre-measure kind of thing. Oh baby,
That's
it's
what I'm
coming in
thinking.
hot.
That's what I'm thinking.
At speed 3.
So this means that I would go from here to this side right
Correct.
here, right?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
I don't know if you want to do that, bro. Look at you facing my rear.
It's not about
that right there.
It's not about what I want to do, Zach.
And then you increase your speed, so change that to 3.
Ah, yes.
Track that.
Now does he get stay at 3?
Yeah.
Stays at 3.
Oh my
I,
goodness.
I've engaged thrusters. I put coal in the engine.
So it's
as it were.
it's carrying you forward, right?
Yeah.
You can't just like slow down
Right.
without
Yeah.
that command.
Exactly.
I'm
That is
gonna
terrifying
come
and
troll
awesome.
your other capital ship over there. That's where I'm headed.
He's just waiting, dude.
There you go.
All right, so that's done,
Yep.
and this has been spent.
Yep. So all the ships have gone again. So now it's the squadron phase.
Yeah, this is
So
where the money is.
You get to activate 2 of your squadrons. Once a squadron is within engagement range, which is their attack range,
Yeah.
distance 1, they can't move because you're engaged
Okay,
until there are no enemy fighters.
so we've got
nearby.
to sort this out.
Right. So he'll have to attack.
Well,
But
I
this
don't have
guy
any problems
has a
with
choice.
that. All right, so this guy's gonna attack. Now, do I move first, attack first? Does it matter?
You choose one and completely resolve that squadron
Ooh.
before doing the next.
Let's choose this one,
Okay.
and then let's attack this Howrunner.
Let's see how much damage you can do.
Because
to
look,
Howrunner.
she's already got red tokens over
Exactly. That's perfect. So it's an X-wing.
there. Oh yeah, here.
Bring the
Let's take a look at
X-wing
this.
star over. Their anti-squadron value uses the same icon. They have 4 blue dice.
4 blue dice. Oh baby, I'm just gonna bring this over here for me. 4 blue dice. All right, Howrunner,
Come on in.
get ready to party.
All right.
I'll take
You got
2 hits.
2 hits, and you have an accuracy result.
Hey,
can
you
still-
can't use your haver. You can't have the damage here, buddy.
So you take 2 damage, unless you want to burn this entirely.
Yeah, burn it.
No, she's good. I'll go down to 1.
Yeah, that's what we like to hear. Ah.
All right.
All right, and then I'm gonna resolve this guy,
Yep.
and I can move 4. You said.
Oh, and just so we know, we didn't do this the first round, but after you activate a squadron, you push its slider to the other side.
Aha.
The initiative token
Fancy
controls
dancy.
which fighters can activate this round. So, pretend this was the first round, and because we started on blue, he switched to red.
Oh,
Eventually,
no.
everyone will be red, and then
The
you
next
flip
turn's
over
red,
to the
so you
next
know
turn.
which.
Yes. Okay. Fair
like a
enough.
key.
It makes perfect sense. Okay, so can he move through my own ships?
Yep.
He can go anywhere he wants.
Yep, there are no obstructions for
I
his.
mean, it's space, right? It's like
Right.
All right, I'm gonna
He's got a speed of 3.
oh baby.
throw caution to the wind here.
Okay.
Roll right in there, and he will have activated. So we'll push this guy through.
Perfect.
All right.
So now it's my squadrons.
Now it's your squadrons.
It's a
How
full
am I gonna
assault.
Shoot that thing. What do I get?
So, your squadrons are TIE fighters, which have the swarm keyword. If their target is engaged by someone else, then they get to re-roll a die.
So not engaged.
So, if you move these guys first and move in, when Howrunner
Aha.
attacks, she'll get the benefit of swarm.
And how fast do these bad boys move?
Speed 4.
So guess what I'm gonna do? Do a little dance, and I can move through their ships.
Yep.
So I'll go here. And the thing is, these squadrons, once they're engaged,
This is gonna, yeah.
There's no
This is
movies.
after
It's just
that.
like
Yep.
swarm of destruction.
And so, TIE fighters mainly are defensive when you're at the capital ship level.
Yeah,
So they're
yeah,
mainly
totally.
there to be fighter screens, which is exactly what he's doing.
Great.
So those guys switch over, and thankfully fighter. Usually just push their tab over when you're moving them so that you don't have to worry about clicking anyone.
Okay, so now Howrunner's going to go.
And then Howrunner gets to do her attack. So she has an anti-squadron value of 3,
Right.
so you get 3 blue dice.
And then I get to re-roll a die.
Yep, because you have Swarm and someone else is engaged. She has another ability as well. When a friendly squadron with Swarm at distance 1 is attacking another squadron, it may add 1 blue
So
dice.
she gives all my other things 1 as well.
Right.
It's another one, right?
Friendly includes her. So she
Oh
gets
my
another
goodness. The swarm has been engaged.
Yeah,
my
this
friend.
looks really good.
Just tie swarm
one.
to
So
the max.
you're attacking this guy.
Yeah, here we go. But those X-Wings have 5 health. That's
They have a lot of
brutal.
health. Yep.
Oh, 1 damage.
So 1 damage.
You gonna re-roll?
Oh yeah, I get a reroll.
You're gonna reroll.
I'll
Yes.
reroll this one.
All right. Oh, that's a very accurate attack. Too bad it wasn't against a unique guy.
I
So-
swatted.
And this. Prototype ones are a little hard to do.
All right.
And
That was only 1
is-
shield, or
Yeah.
1 damage.
Yep.
We don't care about
Pretty
that.
lucky roll there.
Yeah.
So that's the game. I mean,
How do you win?
So in a normal game, you have to kill all of your enemy's capital ships
Oh,
to,
wicked.
to table your opponent.
And
Yeah.
that's how you win by that method.
Right, right.
Is there another way of winning?
Otherwise, if you're playing with the objective card system, whoever just destroys more points plus
Achieves it.
plus their objective points wins the game.
Okay.
So
I see.
So
Is the first tiebreaker like whoever got the most objective points, and the second one is whoever destroyed the most
the
ships?
objective points are valued within the same scale as
Oh,
ship
cool.
costs. So
Okay.
you might get plus 70 points from the objectives.
Excellent.
So
And what's the,
there's no
what's the average
translation.
point cost like game?
300 points.
So 300 points is normal.
Yeah.
So I could pretty easily rock 4 capital ships if I wanted to.
Right.
But that would leave me with no squadrons.
Right. Yeah, with victories, usually I think 3 is the max. There's more to it. There are upgrade cards, of course.
Yeah.
A true fleet has to have a commander, so there are actually a mandatory commander upgrade cost in the range of 25 to 35 points because they have awesome
Yeah.
abilities. And there are obstacles, of course, like asteroids, things like that.
Hey, Darth. Well, I gotta say, man, the ships look great. The system looks really great. That range or the maneuver dial is super sweet. I think this is an awesome thing,
Good.
man. Thank you
Glad
so
you're
much.
excited, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
I'm so excited for this game. Look forward to talking to you more about it.
Excellent.
All right, so this has been James Kniffen giving us a demo of Star Wars Armada, the capital ship game from Fantasy Flight. It looks awesome, it feels awesome, and we'll have plenty more coming from Star Wars Armada, James, and everyone at Fantasy Flight, so stay tuned.